Warning. Goodbye, tiger.
Hello everyone, welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 4, Some Guy. I'm your host Clio, and with me I have two some guys. What's up, some guys? Dom and John.
You need some guys?
Some guys?
There's no more
guys
tiger.
for busting heads or whatever?
No more tiger. I'm sad.
I knew it was gonna fucking happen.
I knew it was gonna happen. This seemed like a lame way for her to go.
No,
And
that's how she dies in the comics.
Oh, it still seems lame.
She saved the king.
No, that's true. And I know that it needed to happen now because, you know, this is Ezekiel getting pulled off his throne. And she's very expensive. Although I should have seen it coming with in the beginning of the episode, there was a lingering shot on the tiger, and I was like, we're spending a lot of time on her face. And then it cut out. I should have.
They couldn't give her lines.
Yeah.
So.
They just had to make her look cute.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's a kitty?
I mean,
Who's your kitty?
Robert Kirkman said on The Talking Dead that the entire reason the tiger even showed up in the comics is because the show had already started at this point, and he wanted to introduce something that they could never do on TV.
So they said, fuck you,
because he
we're
wanted to
doing it.
prove that, you know, the comics were not catering to the television show. So he threw a tiger in there saying they'll never be able to do that on TV.
And they
And
did.
he fought with himself on it because he goes, why would a tiger make sense in the zombie apocalypse? It doesn't. But the more he thought about it, the more it made him want to do it even more because of the TV show. And he said if the TV series did not exist, the tiger would not have made it to the comics. But now, you know, they caught up to the point where they actually were able to put the tiger on the TV show. So, you know, it's kind of a very funny irony.
He's just sitting there like, well, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good one on you guys. So yeah, they started off the episode with another, like, epic speech. And I'm like, we've had one every single episode so far.
It's like a Braveheart style speech.
Yeah. And then it ended with the group hug, which then cut to the bodies on top of Zeke, and I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense why they put that in the beginning.
Yeah, that was...
Is
That was
that what we're
awful.
calling him now, Zeke?
That's my shorthand.
Okay. Because all I could picture is Zeke the plumber from Salute Your Shorts. And,
No.
scares me.
No one on the show has ever called him Zeke.
No.
That's my shorthand, and I've in my head started calling him Zeke. Ezekiel, I'm sorry.
I was just... terrible flashbacks. It was like a horror
I'm sorry.
episode. Scared me as a child. Not really. One of my friends dressed up as Zeke the plumber for Halloween like a couple of years ago. It was really funny because Salute Your Shorts hasn't been on the air for like 20 years. But yeah.
Yeah. And what other thing? Oh, yeah, he crawls out of the just heap of bodies on top of him.
Thank God he woke up when he did. Just...
Because, everyone started turning at that point.
yeah.
You don't want to wake up with a pile of zombies on you.
No.
But
you
you
don't.
guys were right. He did get hit in the leg.
Yeah, there's no way those bullets would not have gone through them. So I'm glad that they addressed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't realize like just how big that gun is. It just ripped holes in people.
Oh, it's 50 caliber. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought it was far enough away that, you know, no, just holes.
I mean,
think of the gun that they use in helicopters. That they mount on the side of a helicopter, like the one in the Matrix, for example.
Yeah.
How it just tore through that building like that. That's what they were using. So.
And of all these episodes of just shooting, seemingly having infinite ammo, Ezekiel runs out of ammo. He has like one shot in his pistol. The machine gun he picks up has no bullets. I'm like, finally, some realism. Finite amount of bullets.
I'm sitting here like, dude, did you not put in the cheat code? Because everybody else did.
Yeah, did you not get the memo? Rick's crew has unlimited ammo. They use
a cheat code.
Up, down, left, right, left. No, that's lives. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what it was.
IDKFA. Doom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and not. I mean, it wasn't just Ezekiel running out of bullets. Carol later on runs out of bullets too. So yeah, I friggin' loved Carol this episode because we see her like creeping up on the building where the guys are. I'm like, oh yeah, revenge mission. Carol's gonna murder a bunch of dudes. Love it when she gets to do that.
Yeah.
Listen. The savior that like kidnaps whatever, Ezekiel. He looked like a 80s serial killer.
Yeah, I was gonna say he reminded me of like the dorky high school bully guy from like a 70s or 80s movie. I was like, you sure you're supposed to be here? I don't know.
Yeah, and he just had like a weird
Jeffrey Dahmer Jr.
expression on his face. Was that the actor?
No. Oh. You don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer is?
Oh.
Really?
What? No.
The serial killer, yeah.
The serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer?
No.
I thought this asshole just wandered off the set of Napoleon Dynamite too. I'm like, you're on the right show, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a stereotypical programmer from the 80s. And that was like my thought. At first I was like, oh, he looks like a serial killer. But then as I thought, I was like, he could be like any caricature from the 80s.
Yeah, no, I literally was thinking like Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's Chris Hardwick actually thought the same thing on Talking Dead, and that just I had a really good laugh at that because I'm like, okay, I'm not alone. Thank you.
I'm sure if I knew who that serial killer was, I would have thought the same thing, but
yeah.
And it was the like amount of times like he dragged Ezekiel, like it was getting ridiculous to a point because Ezekiel kept falling, he kept dragging him. It's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. And then he gets cut in fucking half
by a screaming Jerry.
And he gets cut in half. I was like, wait, Michonne? But then it was Jerry, and I was like, Jerry! I started crying. I have never been happier to see Jerry ever. Like, I've never been so happy. Jerry!
When Ezekiel's walking through all the corpses, there's only two that I was like looking for, and it was Carol and Jerry.
Yep.
You know, that's it. You know, and I'm like,
I'm
sitting there this whole time going, wait, did everybody die? Did they get away? Like, I don't know. Like, I was so worried.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so happy with this episode because it's been a while since there's been a full episode that I've been completely engaged with.
Yeah, well, you tend not to like the action hero episodes anyway. You had a problem like 2 seasons ago with the helicopter falling through the grocery store.
You see, it's not that I have a problem with action. I have a problem with action that to me doesn't feel like it fits in The Walking Dead.
Right. That's what I mean. But their style of action episodes you've never enjoyed, and that's what we've had all season. This is the first episode where we had, like, maybe a quarter of this episode was that, and the rest was not, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's true. I like when the like, action is unique to The Walking Dead.
When it's, like, it's the walkers.
If they're just sitting there spraying bullets at each other for 45 minutes, like it's been lately, I get very bored.
Yeah.
I'm like, please stop shooting each other. And like, even this one, you know, Carol and the Saviors were shooting at each other, but it was interesting. They did it interesting. And it wasn't just them shooting at each other. It's Carol opening the gate, holding a knife to somebody's throat. Carol's like...
Yeah, she's a solid snake.
Yeah.
Yes, I've just been like...
Next episode, Carol's going to be crawling around in a cardboard box.
she's gonna open like a hanger and it's just, Metal Gear.
She's just gonna start holding your neck and talking to some asshole named Otacon.
Otacon.
Carol, what? Who are you? You know what? Never mind.
Shush, I'm talking to Otacon.
Best crossover
That's my infinite ammo bandana.
Oh yeah, she's just gonna start wearing the snake bandana. Yes.
Best crossover.
No, that's a crossover I need. It's okay, we're switching out the tiger for a giant ass Metal Gear.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
I'm still really upset about that tiger. Barco Face in chat says, though, also, now let's be real, I wanted to throw a remote through my television when Shiva got eaten alive. I was really, really upset about that too. I was just in disbelief because that's not how I thought she was going out. Yeah, I mean,
but she did go out saving the king, which is exactly how I thought she was going out. So I guess
just not to a horde of zombies like that.
Yeah.
It just seems ridiculous for, you know, maybe about 15 zombies to just overpower a tiger.
There should have been more walkers.
Yeah. Or had Shiva visibly sink in the mud or something, you know, where she couldn't get out. Or have
been hurt.
No.
She didn't look hurt.
That's not why. It's because she didn't want... If she ran, Ezekiel could have gotten hurt. She's not stupid. She's killed walkers before. She knew what the hell she was doing.
Wait, what if zombie Shiva becomes a thing?
Not here.
No, I mean, if one walker bit her, but there was like a lot of them, and they were ripping flesh off of her. When the walkers start like eating,
as far as we know, this is only a human disease anyway.
That's true.
We've never it manifest in anything else.
Right. We've seen dogs and horses get killed by walkers.
We've yet to see any zombie creature that's not human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the closest thing, maybe monkeys can possibly, you know, because they're similar, and they do share a lot of the same diseases that we share.
Where's the zoo?
I don't know. Ask Ezekiel. That's where he got
Ezekiel, where's the zoo? Are there zombie
monkeys?
Zombie monkeys?
Because if zombie monkeys can exist, then there's possibility that other creatures may be able to be infected as well. But as it stands right now, is all we know is humans. This isn't Resident Evil. We don't have zombie crows flying around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Although that would be interesting. Zombie crows.
Zombie mosquitoes would be the worst.
Oh, no.
Yeah, regardless, I'm not sad about the way... I'm sad she was gone, but I think it was justified that she died that way. So... You know, also just toxic sludge, toxic zombies.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Gross.
I was expecting, like, since they were in the toxic shit, that
they were.
I don't know why I was
Resident Evil mutating.
I was expecting them to explode. I don't know why.
Video games taught you that.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation.
Yeah.
It's like a boomer.
Exactly. I was expecting, like,
one
of them to explode.
This isn't Left 4 Dead either.
I know. I don't know why I played Left 4 Dead like once.
Yeah, no. No, I think it's cool though to have those type of zombies. Like I don't think we've seen radioactive zombies before?
No, not really. We've never seen a scene like that where there's just toxic sludge everywhere, which I'm wondering if they'll be like sick the next morning just from radiation poisoning.
Well, unless like one of them's gonna get up and be Solomon Grundy.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You'll know.
You're right. I don't know.
How silly of me.
How silly. How silly of me to assume.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was just kind of... It was just a way to set up the walkers for being, you know, so Greg and Nicotero could use green shit instead of red shit when their heads exploded.
Yeah, well, it was also for the contrast of the blood, so you saw Shiva, the blood, like, pour into the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. They eated her. It was sad.
Yeah, Barco says the well zombie was the closest that we've gotten to that type of deformed zombie. From season 2, the one in the farm.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually we got a very, very similar zombie in Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That was stuck in the... Was that the sewer pipe system, whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Aqueducts. Yeah. So... I'm trying to think if there were any, like, weird... I mean, there have been plenty of weird, crazy-ass zombies, just, none really with those kinds of deformities.
No.
Yeah. I was super proud of Carol for going to save Ezekiel, forsaking the guns. I was like, choose love, Carol, choose love.
Jerry was fighting so hard with, like, the handle of an axe.
I know! He, like, breaks his axe on the gate. I'm like, no!
You need that, bro.
Jerry's just the...
Jerry never die!
He's such a badass. When Jerry dies, I'm going to be so upset. Like, I'm going to be way more upset than Shiva.
Oh, yeah. Forget it. I mean, I think...
And notice it's not an if Jerry dies, it's when Jerry dies.
It's when Jerry dies.
Everyone's going to die at one point.
Yeah. Not even Rick is safe.
No.
He may be safe for right now.
I say that every season.
He may be safe right now,
Rick
but he's not safe
die,
forever.
And every time John is like, you're an idiot. Shut up.
He's not safe forever.
Anyway, I was screaming at the television. Well, actually my iPad, because they don't like to put this show on demand ever.
Really
I'm like, bro, that is the stupidest way to, like, chopping it was smarter than this. Stop. And I was like, no, I got Jerry, you're killing me, Jerry.
I was surprised the axe didn't work.
No, it's a fucking chain. It's a metal chain. You can't chop that with an axe.
No. It's like in real life, shooting a lock does not open it. You know?
Yeah, that absolutely does not work.
Yeah, an axe blade is not going to do it.
Would have had a better shot, but...
The best thing you could do shooting a lock is make it so that the owner can't even open it.
Yeah.
Because the key would no longer fit.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just like, well, at least you got a sharp stick. So
yeah. He did good with just a sharp stick. But Carol comes to the rescue. And what does she do? She lockpicks it? She picks the lock?
She got the keys off the guy she
had the
took.
key. Oh, that's right. Yeah. She had the key. I forgot she picked up the key.
Yeah, from that guy she grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole way, Ezekiel's just like, leave me, damn it. Let me die.
Yeah, because he saw all of his dead people. They are all risen trying to kill him. He's just, it's a crisis of faith now. He doesn't believe in himself.
No, well, it's also because, like, he realizes he's a self-appointed king, at the same time. That they just all started following, he chose this. He chose to become king.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't make him king. He chose it.
But I also think that you ask any of them, they would say, we know you're not really a king. We follow you because you're, you're a good leader, which he is. And
I think just now he realizes, his little fantasy world, he can't live in that,
Yeah. Yeah, they literally just tear him off his throne in this whole episode. That's what this episode's about.
Yeah.
Well, especially with like Dahmer over there giving them the, you're nothing, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That didn't help.
But I do like Ezekiel's response to that. It was like, Negan, does he know your name? Like, bitch, you ain't important neither.
You ain't shit. He will be important if he, would have gotten Ezekiel back, but
yeah.
If he would have been competent.
Yeah.
He had like the villain trope of monologuing. Like, he talked way too much for the job he needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because like every time Ezekiel was on the ground, which was like 3 times, he had to give this whole like speech about something, and it was just like, dude, shut up. You're not important.
It got a bit.
But I was so happy when Jerry cut him in half. He is a strong dude. Like, the amount of force needed to cleave a man in two.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy had weak constitution.
That's true. He was a scrawny motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus Christ, Jerry did chop the man in half.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
You're a sick man, Jerry. I love you.
Just slightly in half.
A little bit.
Oh man, he doesn't have that axe anymore. He's got to get a new weapon.
Yeah.
It better be bigger and bat. Just give him Negan's bat. Just steal it. I could see.
No, then he won't be able to cut people in half.
It's all right. I could see
another axe.
I could see Jerry hitting some grand slam zombie heads right off of their bodies.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Although I think, I think my favorite line from him was like, "Stop calling me king. I'm not your king." He's like, "Dude, yeah, you are."
Yeah.
Shut up. Like,
I will follow you to the end, my brother, my captain, my king.
It was pretty badass when Ezekiel got up to fight alongside him. That was like, all right, cool. We're gonna die together, boys.
The guy that Ezekiel was talking to, the savior or whatever, they didn't name him in the episode. On the Talking Dead, they revealed in the script his name is Gunther. So.
Oh, okay.
Gunther. He looks like a Gunther.
Doesn't matter, he's dead now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the saviors get away with the weapons when Carol goes to help Ezekiel and Jerry. But Rick and Daryl just happened to be there, and I was just like, what did you do?
Well, no. Last episode, they found out the location of the weapons.
Right. Okay, all right.
That was set up.
Yeah.
Continuity intact.
Yes.
They were heading that way. They just saw the truck pull out. They're like, hey.
Well.
Looks like a truck full of weapons.
Those look like a truck full of douchebags. Let's relieve them of their goods. And
that
they did.
Was actually pretty cool, the move that they pulled.
Yeah.
With Daryl coming up behind Rick.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. Now, Rick drove the truck off the road. Are they going to retrieve the gun? I would assume so.
I'm also going to check if the guy he stabbed is still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he kicked him out of he fell out of the truck.
Yes, and they're going to see if he made it or not.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's not down the ravine, but yeah.
But he's somewhere.
Yes. So yeah. That will be very useful.
Well, I think the bigger gain from this is that they're going to have a harder time clearing out the walkers that they unleashed.
Without it.
Yeah, because they were heading back there because they needed that machine gun to clear out the horde.
Yeah.
There's pretty much no way around it.
Yeah.
So this will do two things. It will slow them down, and also they have a fucking 50 caliber machine gun.
Yeah.
So, advantage clearly on our side.
I mean, and And I'm still waiting to see, like, where the trash people factor in this season. Like, are they even going to be a thing? Or did they get what they wanted from Negan and just dipped? Peace City.
They were not happy with the tiger attack.
That's true.
They may have overloaded their sensors. So...
What is this? Does not compute.
Yeah. They have a hard enough time relating to people, so I'm assuming fucking tigers are just completely out of their realm.
Nope.
So
Nope.
This is not trash nor human. So they don't.
We know nothing but trash.
Yeah. So because honestly, they're hired. You know, I see them more as like hired hands anyway. So they're not, unless Negan has something for them. What the hell they care?
Yeah.
They just go to the highest bidder. They're essentially mercenaries. I'm sure Rick and the gang have their plans for them. For that sick betrayal.
Yeah.
But...
Sick.
I don't know. I mean, this was quite the loss for Rick and the gang.
Yeah, I mean, they lost, besides Ezekiel, Carol, and Jerry, they lost everybody.
They lost the kingdom.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the people gathered in the square,
army.
that was maybe 24 people.
To be fair, the Saviors lost a lot too, so...
Oh,
yes.
For sure.
I think Rick's group is still winning in terms of the war.
The numbers game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I mean, they also have all those prisoners that they've yet to address, so...
Jesus Christ.
But at this point, if I was Ezekiel, I'd been like, yo, hey, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I unfortunately think that Ezekiel is gonna lock himself in his room. He seemed very, very defeated coming back into the kingdom.
There was a moment when his army started rising, and I was like, is he gonna use them like as undead warriors, like lead them to somewhere to fight for them? You know, like is he still gonna utilize the members of the kingdom? That's what I thought he was going to do. And I thought that would have been kind of cool, you know, if he turned them around and led them back to, you know, a savior building to attack, but...
I think that was too traumatizing for him to even come up with a plan.
There was a look on his face at one point when he saw them rising that I thought he would, like... Because I was still going by the, you know, the previously on and then the intertwining cut of we haven't lost anyone, you know, kind of deal. I just had that in my head. Oh, they're still there. We haven't lost them.
No, we lost everybody.
You know, that's kind of what I thought was going through his head for a moment there. Mm-hmm. But
no go.
Yeah.
But he confesses to Jerry, and right before Shiva comes to help, he says, I'm not a king, I'm just some guy. Title of the episode. And he even drops his accent for Jerry's.
And here, up to the point of that, I thought Gunther was some guy. You know, and
I honestly wasn't even thinking of the title until he said, I'm just some guy, and I was like, there it is.
Yeah, well, because on my DVR, it says the name of the episode before I go to watch it, so... Yeah. I always have the title fresh in my head when I'm watching.
Mm-hmm. And you know, Walking Dead. I mean, I think there was like one or a few episodes where I was just like, that title doesn't fit. But mostly all Walking Dead titles really tie in to what's happening. Yeah. Or like some theme.
Yeah. They try to.
So now Jerry and Carol know he's...
I mean, I think Jerry is stupid. He knew.
No.
Most of them. I mean, maybe the younger people don't.
Mm-hmm.
But
he lost anyway. He's just
got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah. I wonder, and hope he doesn't like completely abandon the like king accent, because I do love it. I hope he switches back every once in a while.
I don't think he's an abandon in front of his people.
Yeah, like if he has
the general
business to do.
Yeah, but maybe in front of Jerry and Carol.
Yeah. Because he had that whole conversation with her last season out of character. I loved that.
Yeah.
I shipped them so hard.
Yeah, anybody who's still on the Daryl and Carol bandwagon, no, I'm sorry.
That's sailed.
It's Ezekiel and Carol
gone
all the way.
A+, primo. Next episode. It's called The Big Scary U. That is the letter U. A close look at Negan and the lives of the Saviors during the conflict through a familiar set of eyes.
Interesting.
Did I take Father Gabriel for 500, Alex?
Yeah. The promo makes it look like political intrigue, which I'm really excited for, because I think the Saviors are the most interesting when they're arguing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, without Negan in the room, disorder will reign because there's going to be a pissing contest.
Oh, for fucking sure. And they know somebody's betrayed them, so it's like...
Oh, yeah. It's
who
a game
done
of
it?
Clue on top of that.
Accusations galore. I'm so excited for political intrigue.
Yeah. Heather, V1996 in chat says, what's your guys' favorite season of the show?
My favorite season.
Wow, that's something I don't think of with this show too often.
It's a good question.
I think about that with other shows.
My favorite. It's because a lot of these run together, and it just doesn't feel like they're separate. For me, though, my favorite season is season 3, just because I love the governor. I think David Morrissey is a fantastic actor, played the character so well, and I enjoyed every moment he was on screen. And he was that's the season he was introduced in. You know, there's a prison. There was a lot going on there, and I don't know. It was fantastic. That's my favorite season, anyway.
I can't answer that because I have no idea.
Which
well,
now I'm forgetting. Which season was it where it was like the first season Glenn got huge? Was that season 3?
What do you mean Glenn got huge?
Glenn started working out?
Oh.
I think
that was the first prison.
Because
was that the prison?
Season 2 is when he met Maggie, so he had something to kind of do, you know, whatever, and then season 2 ended with the escape.
I think season 3, honestly.
Yeah.
Was probably my favorite, if I'm being honest. Because that was when they were still clearing the prison, and, you know, that was all, I mean, you know, we still had Herschel and T-Dog alive, and...
To be honest, the show really didn't hook me in until the finale of season 2. It really didn't, like...
That was really cool, though.
It was fantastic.
That was awesome.
You know what? Season 5
just showed up.
Season 5, the season they killed the governor? Thank you. Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, that was a pretty good season, too.
Yeah, and I think the only 2 episodes I didn't like were the governor-centric episodes.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't say 5, but...
But I accept those episodes because Tara was introduced in those episodes, and I love Tara to death.
Yeah.
That was the season that the last half, like the second half of the season, all the titles were words from Dale's speech.
Right. Yes.
That was my favorite arc.
Yeah, that was really good too. Heather says me too. I also, you know, season 3.
And Morgan came back. Right. Yeah.
Merle
no.
And Daryl. And yes, it was when Glenn, because he got kidnapped from the governor.
He got swole.
It was season 4 the governor died? No. I could have sworn the governor died in season 5.
Yeah, no, it was season 4.
It was...
Because they left the prison and then went over to Alexandria, and that's season 5 is Alexandria. That one's my favorite one.
Oh, yes. He was in season 5. But it was, he was Tyrese's hallucinations. That's why I was... Yeah.
Right!
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Tyrese.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad now.
Yeah, okay. I knew he was in Season 5, so that's why I just assumed he died in Season 5, but no.
And Noah died in Season 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest a death has ever hit me.
Yeah.
God, I forgot about Noah.
Yeah. And I honestly, I think the prison was
down memory lane.
Yeah, I think the prison was the best setting that they've had.
Yeah, because it didn't feel as much as like Alexandria is not safe. It just feels too safe. Like the prison felt like it could just snap like a twig.
Yeah, well, because they had the wall that was broken in the back. You know, they were constantly clearing that out. Like it had structural flaw to it.
The cell blocks, those back cell blocks were constantly flooded with zombies. I mean,
yeah.
The first half of Season 5 was Terminus.
Yeah. Yeah, like Season 1, I couldn't stand this show. I almost never watched the show again after finishing Season 1.
Season 5 was my favorite.
I hated Season 1.
The more we talk about it.
And then the show started getting bigger and bigger, and I was like, all right, I'll give it another chance. Maybe things have changed. And, so Season 2, and I was kind of like, the kind of person I am is when I watch a show, I will finish out the season I'm watching even if I hate the show. I will not just end in the middle of a season. If I absolutely hate it, I may put it on hold, wait for all the episodes to air on TV, and just binge watch all at one shot kind of deal. But I will still at least always finish the season out, because I've watched shows where literally the end of a season has changed the whole show for me. So I don't like to give up.
You wait until it's all out, so it's just one big lump of hatred.
Yes. So I either get it out of the way or just love binge watching it, one of the two. So but it wasn't until the finale for Season 2 and with the farm, everything going to shit, and then we saw Michonne like with the
that was the best reveal ever.
Oh my god, I was like, this show's amazing. Like all of a sudden something just changed, and Season 3 is probably the first season that I honestly feel like I really enjoyed. So
I think Michonne's had my favorite character growth of any character on the show.
I wish he was a little bit more like the comics, though.
It's fucking everything she sees?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I'm kind of very glad they didn't do that with her.
It just, to me, that, like...
She's a lot more...
It's not that I want her to be a slut or anything. It's more that she doesn't have the emotional connection, so that she doesn't really have a weakness. Because love can be a huge weakness in something like this.
Love and fucking everything are two different things.
Exactly, but that's my point.
She has a lot of love.
That's my point, is while she was doing that, she didn't love them all,
Oh, I see.
That's my point, is now that she's tied down with Rick... if something happens to Rick, she would potentially do something stupid to sacrifice herself to save Rick. Well,
she almost did when she thought he died.
Yeah.
But it was a deer.
Yeah. And then Heather also asked if we ever played the Walking Dead Telltale game. I love the storyline. It even had Glenn herself. I've only played the first season. I haven't played any subsequent. Like, I haven't played Season 2. I haven't played the Michonne series, but I did play 1, and... Glenn was in that one, yes. And that's technically, I believe, canon to the TV show universe.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
No, but I've never played it. Telltale, I'm just sick of their games.
Really?
I'm gonna finish out Batman.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other story for a whole other day.
They're downsizing in order to focus on making better or newer content. Instead of just churning out same old games with a different skin.
Right. So I played Jurassic Park and Back to the Future prior to Walking Dead. And so I haven't played every game that Telltale's put out. Those 3 alone, and because they're such major franchises, the nostalgia level, like them going back, like they did stuff in Jurassic Park that addressed the like Dennis Nedry shaving cream can and like all kinds of stuff, and it was just like the nostalgia going back to it felt amazing, and they're really good for that. The Back to the Future did the same thing, and then Walking Dead I played like 2 years ago or whatever, and it was just like, getting back to Glenn's roots, like pre-season 1 Glenn. It just felt really good, so
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea there was a Jurassic Park one.
Oh yeah, the Jurassic Park one's good.
No idea.
I liked it. Hold on to your butts. So.
All right.
Well, thank you for your questions, Heather.
Thank you for your question. That trip down memory lane was really cool. Just thinking about past seasons.
Yeah.
Puts it all into perspective now. Maybe I won't be so full of hate, although no promises.
I don't know. You said it yourself. You enjoyed this episode. It gets better.
I did. I enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to political intrigue next episode. So I'm feeling better about this show than I have in a while.
Don't get your hopes up. Just saying.
It's too late. They're up already.
No, because then if it falls short,
over my hopes.
See, now you know how I am with every Marvel movie.
Yeah, but I like those. So, Dom, where can people find you? You
can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon. John, where can they find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter.
You can find me at Clio Moto. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, YouTube, and Twitch. Live on Twitch, VODs on YouTube. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Really gotta work on my new outro. It's not
always just end it with right here on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, but it feels weird saying right here on YouTube when I know we're currently on Twitch, so... Yeah. I just gotta make something that works for me. That's all.